2nd, 2019. I call this meeting to order and again ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Kimmer? Here. Carbonaro, absent. Daney?
Here.
Cabrera?
Here.
Hopkins?
Here.
Ranky?
Here.
President Wallace?
Here. We have one item on our agenda this evening for the Committee of the Whole meeting, and that is under License and Ordinance Committee. Chairman Kammer.
Thank you, Mr. President. This evening, we're discussing a carry-in license, which would allow establishments to bring in alcoholic beverages, both wine and beer. And I think I will let staff speak to this in a little more detail.
Thank you, Trustee Kammer. You're correct. It is for beer and wine only. Staff got a request from a local restaurant about the possibility of this, and we looked into it and looked at some of the local communities that have a similar license and developed the parameters that are in the sample ordinance for you. I'll just briefly hit some of the main points. So if a customer comes in that wants to carry in, they would be required to have a meal if they're bringing in a beverage. And then if they don't finish their beverages, they are able to take any sealed cans or bottles with them. If they do have a bottle of wine that's partially consumed, they can ask the licensee to properly bag it up in a tamper-proof and transparent bag, and they are legally able to take it out at that point. The licensees would be required to have a dram shop or a liquor liability insurance, and a staff member would need to be BASID trained on site whenever there's carry-in allowed. Additionally, the owner of the license or the licensee would need to go through the special use process if they wish to have wine or beer. If the site already has a special use for that, that process can be skipped. And if the licensee has outdoor seating already, the special use for that, then this license would also allow them to have wine or beer on their patio in the fenced-in area as it is now. The proposed cost for this license would be $250, which is in the range of all our surrounding communities that have it. So if you have any additional questions, I'd be happy.
The $250 per year, is that similar to what other villages are doing?
Yeah, it's in the same range, yeah. They're pretty much all $250 exactly.
It seems to me that it's a bit, it's a bit much to ask a business owner that's providing a service to people coming in that he's not really making any money off of, to ask him to pay $250 a year. It just seems a little high.
They do have the ability to charge a corkage fee if they wish. It could be, anywhere from, zero, they don't charge anything, to, $20 in this area. If you go to like the city, it can be significantly higher. So they do have that option if they want to do that.
Yeah.
Do we have a list of what other communities charge?
I can, well, actually, the communities, they charge generally $250. So Elgin charges that, Geneva, Batavia, and St. Charles. So
It sounds to me like you guys got a pretty good handle on this. You've done a ton of research in different communities. I have no issues with it the way you guys presented it.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a great idea for the businesses. I really did.
Does anyone have any other questions or issues?
Two questions. Is it more likely, this is a curiosity question, is it more likely that a business that doesn't serve anything encourage this or allow it, or is it businesses that also already serve wine, but somebody wants to bring in their own specific wine?
yeah, so this.
Or is it a variation of both?
It wouldn't be concurrent with any other license, so it'd be a business that currently, may not have a full liquor license, generally a small eatery that, wants to remain competitive, and then someone can bring in a bottle of wine for dinner
You would not be allowed to receive this license if you have a current liquor license.
That's correct.
Okay, okay, I didn't understand that. And then the other question is, in situations like this, where they're not making revenue off of alcohol, and then therefore not losing revenue if they lose this license, is there an increase in underage drinking in a situation such as this?
Our chief did speak with St. Charles Police Department. They haven't had any issues with any of their BYOB establishments. They are responsible, the business owner that has the license, they are responsible for maintaining, making sure no one is served underage, or, gets overserved or anything like that. They still hold that responsibility.
Same
so
level of
there's-
liability?
Yeah, so-
Okay, okay,
I notice they still have to go through Bassett training, so that's good.
Correct.
Good.
thank you.
Anyone else have any questions regarding, or any issues? I would say we go right to the board for the vote.
And that is all we have for this evening.
So that'll go directly to the next board meeting for a vote. And thank you, Chairman Kammer.
That's it.
And that concludes our meeting for this evening. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee Daney, seconded by trustee Hopkins. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Kimmer,
Yes.
Daney,
Yes.
Cabrera,
Yes.
Hopkins,
Yes.
Ranky.
Yes.
We are adjourned.